separate cabin for your clothes. We couldn't both fit here perfectly.
I actually would have to.
Okay, we're live.
This
We're
is
live?
amazing.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
so
still.
All good?
Hi everyone. We're still finishing the premiere
On
on
Naughty Styles.
Naughty Styles. I think we got about 2.5 minutes. So we're in the live chat here. And if you haven't seen this tour, you can go after this and go watch it. But yeah, we're watching it right now, and whole bunch of you
my
already
God.
here.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are.
So we will wait about 2 minutes for everybody to switch over. Supposedly, we've never done it. It will be automatically redirected from the premiere. We'll see if that works.
See if YouTube
No idea.
has
Yeah.
some prep together.
No idea. Yeah. So hi everyone. Oh, I see some of you already switching over. Okay. Oh, you've got double screens. That's what we need. Well, we basically have the same, but yes.
Yeah. We
So
triple screen.
let us know if you can hear us, first of all. It looks like you can, but can you give us you can hear us? We see you all.
Hello. Sound okay.
Okay,
Thank
perfect.
you.
All right. What do you guys think of our new little addition here of our little B75?
Why does it look mirror imaged?
I don't know, because
Okay.
Yeah, but it's mirror imaged.
Oh,
hello
boy.
everyone. All right. Well, it looks like Rico is in the engine room already, so it should end relatively quickly. The outtakes are actually pretty good on this one. If you have not watched it yet,
The outtakes are hilarious.
Yeah,
you can also watch them later.
Yeah, after this, just switch over. I feel like you're not in the middle. Look.
No, I am.
Can we do it so you're not a half face in?
I am in the middle.
Okay, all right. Not right now.
I know.
Rico is still spinning in the clubs. Yes. Yeah, I know.
Right.
The engine room on this tour is definitely really good engine room.
Did all of you actually watch the premiere of the offshore? We're just finishing up.
Yeah, actually, let us know. Any of you are just following this channel and not following Naughty Styles, and you just discovered this channel first, and you actually have no idea we have 2 channels. We would like to know that. And definitely double check your notifications. Seems like a lot of people have problems getting notifications. So unsubscribe, resubscribe, click that bell. Super, super important. All right, he's almost done. Almost done.
Who's he?
This guy.
Oh, me.
I'm going to go back up on this chat and see what we can find here.
So much in there.
All right. Well, we're going to catch up a little. Hi, everyone. Hello, Australia. Oh, my gosh. How late is in Australia right now? That must be really late.
Actually, I'm going to look this up.
Brazil. Hi, Brazil. We are actually about to fly to Brazil tomorrow.
Sydney, it's 3:30 a.m.
Wow, Sydney, good for you. Thanks for staying up for us.
Well, it is weekend.
Yes, we are flying to Brazil tomorrow. Hello, Brazil. We are going to Florianopolis, and we will tell you later why. But yes, we probably should do a meetup in Brazil while we're there.
While we're there, we should.
We haven't planned one yet, but if there are any more Brazilians, let us know. I think we're gonna maybe try to do a meetup. Did it end? Okay, we're out. I think we're almost in outtakes.
Yep, we are.
Okay, should switch over real quick. All right, I'm catching up here, you guys. All right. Do you intend to sail the Bering 75 back to US?
I thought you wanted to do other questions first.
Yeah, we will. What?
Okay.
No, we will. I'm waiting for everyone to switch over. I'm giving everybody time to switch over. We are about finished the outtakes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm going to tell everyone.
Just bear with us.
Yeah,
we just give everybody
over.
a chance to come over after the live premiere we just did.
There was no way of like scheduling it to the minute, so I had to be on the 15 minutes. So either everyone had to wait or it would have to be early. So we figured it was only 3-4 minutes. So that's how that happened, and that's why this one was at 11:30, and the premiere was, as always, at 11. But yes, here's Rico crying about scratching his favorite sunglasses. He was really upset. Luckily, he had another pair on a backup. All right. I am off the premiere. See you in the live Q&A.
but I get attached to things, so
Yeah.
like once you have your favorite pair of pants, your favorite T-shirt, or your favorite hat, and something happens to it, you're not really happy about it.
Okay, let's see if this actually works and if it does switch over.
Oh, I already switched manually.
No, I want to see if this actually redirects. Let's see if it exists. See what happens. Oh, look, don't miss out. People are going to watch. Go now. Yay!
Oh, Naughty Stones viewers just joined.
Yay!
Oh, so it
All right, it worked.
It worked.
Okay, fantastic.
Nice.
All right, hi everyone. I'm just gonna say hey to where are you all from, and then we're gonna start with the questions.
You're gonna say hey to everybody?
I mean, as many as I can. Hello, aloha, aloha Hawaii. Let's see who else we got here. Tennessee, Iceland, Austria.
Wow.
Awesome. Greece. Hi, everyone. Germany.
There are Texas, Buffalo,
Oh my
North
gosh.
Carolina. Oh my God, Sweden, Queensland. Oh my
Lopez
God.
Island,
Look
Washington.
How fast this chat is going.
Phoenix.
St. Petersburg, Florida, France,
Nice.
Vancouver, Ireland,
Slovenia.
Ohio. I can't even read that fast.
Switzerland.
Oh, you're at the same.
Oh my
Italy.
gosh, you guys are all over the world. Romania.
Italy.
Nice.
We're going to be back in Italy later in the year.
Oh, yes, cannot wait to go back to Italy and eat some pasta.
Yeah, I'm already
Alberta.
on diet. I'm already on a diet just to go back to Italy.
St. Martin.
Apple Valley, Minnesota. There's an Apple Valley too?
I'm sure there's Apple Valley in a lot of places.
Rotterdam.
Okay.
Hello,
Essex,
Netherlands.
Boston. Awesome. Vegas.
Utah.
Wyoming. Vietnam.
Alaska.
Awesome.
Wow. Hey, Alaska.
Finland. All right. I don't know if you guys know that, but I grew up just 2 hours away by car from Finland.
Manchester, Essex.
Okay. Antalya.
Ecuador.
Oh, no. Okay, wait.
Wow,
Ecuador.
you guys are from all over the world. This is mind-blowing to me.
Love it. Oh my God. Quebec, Idaho, Montreal, Florida.
It's so cool.
Oh, you guys
Boise,
are
Idaho.
awesome.
Oh,
All
wow.
right. We are 7
right.
minutes in. Let's do this
Thank
questions.
Thank you for writing it in there where you guys, India, it just keeps going. But thank you for writing this in there. It's really, it's really touching actually to see that we have a reach to the entire world.
It's amazing.
It's when we just film these videos, like I never really realized that we have people watching from all over the world. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we're just like, our mind is blown every time that you guys tell us where you're from. It's really like, oh. Okay, we're gonna start with hold your questions just for a little bit. Keep telling us where you're from because we reading it. Hello, Ukraine. Hello, Atlantic City, Italy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our questions from our Patreons because we owe them a life, and we said, okay, you guys put your questions in. We'll answer those first. In case you're not one of our patrons, don't worry. We will still answer other questions here,
Correct.
but just don't put them there yet because it becomes really difficult for us to scroll up. So hold your questions. I'm going to answer a few of our patrons' questions first. Okie dokie. Let's do this. Let me go here. All right. How you want to do this? You answer one, answer one?
Just
okay.
Read away.
Okay, read away. All right. Mark Shaw. Have you decided yet where you're going to berth the new Bering, general location, not specific marina? I remember your prior boat was in Cali, but wonder if you thought it would be a better location for future charters. You can answer.
Well, the birth of it is going to be in Turkey. So we know already where we will start the journey, right? I mean the charter journey, right?
Go ahead, you can answer the question.
Okay. I'm just gonna get that, get the spousal approval.
The boss says you can answer the question.
So we will start chartering in the Bahamas. So we know that already. And then we are looking at potential trips to Galapagos, to Alaska, to the rest of the Caribbean. I would like to go to Sandblast Islands, Panama, maybe on the way through Panama Channel, stopping by there.
Yeah, I feel like it's on my list. I've never really thought we would have such a capable boat when we went into it. We thought we'll have something cruising capable. But now having this boat, I'm like, yes, I want to go to Galapagos. I want to go through Panama Canal. And I think I want to go to Alaska on our boat. We have the right boat for this.
And another thing I really, really want to do, like bucket list thing, I would like to get a picture of our boat in front of the Statue of Liberty.
I know you
New
keep
York.
saying that.
So
It does look cool.
Put the tent on the water or hire somebody and take the drone, use the drone.
I think there are people that do this there.
Probably,
they just
like,
sit there and
yeah,
take videos
like
and pictures.
high quality photo, frame it, put it on the wall.
Or just drone.
Drone.
I think
yeah.
you can't fly a drone. Then I think something about the drones.
Yeah, maybe you can't.
Okay, hope that answers that. So obviously all over the place. All right, Brandon and Kate. Question: if you didn't buy a Bering, what other boat would you have bought? Do you have a plan B or a second best boat option you were considering?
That's not a quick answer.
No, this was a long journey for us. How we arrived at Bering.
Let's try to make it as quick as possible.
Yeah, we are not going to put out any specific brands out there because it just becomes conflictual. But we will tell you guys that we started with sailing catamaran
as what we were considering.
Yeah.
And then of course there was the budget question. What are we going with?
Like a 55, 60 foot sailing cat.
Correct. And then we kind of shifted a little bit away from the sailing part, went into a power catamaran.
Yeah.
And then started researching, looking around, okay, what brands are out there?
Yeah, 60 or 70 footer
Correct.
is what we're looking at.
Yeah. And Explorer Yacht was never really on our radar because every Explorer Yacht I was aware of was way bigger. I mean, 86 feet and up.
Yeah, this type of a boat, this series of a vessel.
Steel aluminum built. So until we got to know of Bering, obviously the first time we heard of Bering, or I heard of Bering, was just a month before we filmed the 65.
Yeah, and we were like, wow, they built this in steel aluminum? Like, we didn't know that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So that was...
So to make the answer somehow short, there was no plan B for an Explorer Yacht. Because there is no other brand, as far as I'm aware, which builds a smaller steel aluminum Explorer Yacht, in our size range.
That long of a range.
No, I think everything else would have been in fiberglass, and we really weren't considering that unless we would have went with a catamaran.
Yes, so that was that.
I hope that answers it.
Yeah, and Jason asked, also wonder what it is, their second favorite manufacturer, CDM maybe, since they also have Explorer boats. Well, that's, CDM doesn't really make boats under 24 meters. So they're definitely make bigger boats. So they wouldn't have been an option for us.
Yep.
Okay, Jim Gundog. How soon do you plan on chartering when you get the vessel from Bering? Do you already have a crew in mind? As soon as possible. Gotta help pay for that boat.
Yeah.
Do you already have crew in mind? No. We do know we will need 2 crew.
Yes.
We do know we for sure will have a professional chef, and it was sort of in between a stewardess or steward or
around person.
Yeah, or a deckhand, but I'm leaning more towards a really capable deckhand with possibly a captain's license as well. So he can drive a tender.
I don't even know if that would still considered a deckhand. I think it would be more like a,
what?
Deck first mate or something.
I thought I'm first mate.
I know. You gotta be careful.
I know. Hey, it's a deckhand with a captain's license.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's really the thought. I think it'd be good to have somebody else who can, we can obviously legally drive a tender, but for charter, we'll need someone else. So those are our thoughts. And it would be great to have, now looking at how big that boat is, it would be good to have someone capable, a woman or a man, but strong, someone can help us handle lines, help me handle lines.
Yeah.
I think that's
on
my
my list.
list.
Handle lines if you dock the boat.
There's some high expectations. You guys got to see how big it is. Very intimidating. Very intimidating.
Yeah.
Okay. let's keep going with the quick Patreon questions, and
Okay.
then we switch over to your guys' questions. Or maybe we'll take a break and we'll go back. Eric, oh boy, I'm gonna butcher this name. Eric
Zebert.
Oh, there you go. Sibbert. Not being noisy or anything. Well, maybe I am. But just curious, how do you afford a multi-million-dollar yacht from YouTube income? A little noisy. I know you sold your other boat and you plan to charter as an additional income, but still, it seems like a huge monthly expense.
It's kind of interesting. We get the question a lot, right?
A lot of people are asking us that. Maybe we're just a different type of people. We feel like everybody's finances is their personal business. But since so many people are interested in that, we will answer it somewhat.
Well, none of us were born rich.
Yeah, we weren't born rich, but
or even wealthy.
We've worked real hard. This was a long journey. We lived on our 47-foot boat for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
While we're saving money while building businesses and working for a long time. Rico owns a multi-million-dollar aeronautical company. So obviously that's a successful business, as well as doing brokerage. And I've worked in TV and commercials for 20 years. I've also owned the largest fashion show in LA Fashion Week for 5 years until we sold it. So there are quite a few different things we've been investing, and we've been prepping for this for a long time. That being said, when we did pull the trigger on the Bering, the prices were still a lot less than they are now. Bering 75 right now, if you'd order it, is $7 million. When we ordered it, I believe the price was closer to
5.2.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, we do have a marketing agreement with Bering. And of course, we did get a better deal because we're doing a lot of things together. We're upfront about it, but we did pay our own money for it. They did not give it to us for free, not even close.
No,
so we did get a small marketing discount to do this together. But the biggest thing for us was to have a company that we can work with in order to show you guys all behind the scenes.
And obviously one big aspect was also what Renee said here in the live chat. And of course, I'm a famous DJ.
Yes, and Rika has been DJing for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think I would have. Could have maybe bought a 15-foot Boston Whaler with that.
No,
or maybe a little more.
Okay, whatever. He's big, whatever. But anyway, so that was a big thing for us. We wanted to make sure we partnered up with a brand that was allowing us to show what this process is. This was a huge thing for us. We wanted to do a second channel and do this whole journey. So when we met Alexei, it just felt like this is a no-brainer, Okay, so next question. He's spitting me up. Have you decided on a name for your B75 yet? No.
We need help.
We really need help, you guys. Please help us. You keep sending us names. A lot of you are sending us names with naughty in it. Honestly, I don't know. I don't
think it needs to have a naughty in it.
I feel like it should have its own name, and I feel like it should be more of a serious name for a serious boat and, less playful. And I feel like naughty is obviously who we are, but I just feel like it needs its own personality and its own name. But honestly, we don't even have contenders.
And I know you guys have been over the month, almost a year now already since we announced it, right? I don't know how long it was.
No, announced it in July.
Okay, half a year. You guys have been sending us names, and we're going through the names, and some are really funny, some are really good. So we taking these names and putting it into a list, but we haven't really come across the one we're being like, that's it.
Yeah, there's not one yet. There's not even really top 3. So keep putting it there. We read all of them. Greetings from Balito in South Africa.
Seabeat. Interesting.
That is interesting. Take a picture of it and who it is. Okay. Greetings from Tim Brimman. Greetings from Balito in South Africa. How was my suggestion for a name? Naughty Dream. See, there's Naughty. When will she be delivered? Our approximate delivery right now is spring of next year. So we're about a year out. Paul Pickett. Besides the financial decisions, what has been the easiest and the hardest decisions you've both had to make?
Easiest and hardest decision.
The easiest was to decide to buy a Bering. The hardest was to come up with the money for 75.
Yes. The hardest decision was like, how can we How can we make it work financially?
Okay. Based on the layout specs of this yacht, which one impresses you both individually the most at present? Okay, you go first.
Oh, that's easy. That's really easy. Of all the boats I have been on, all the boats we have filmed, the ones I have captained, there is not a single other boat which is a 75 footer with 174 gross tons. So that being said, I don't know if there is. If you guys know of any boat which is 75 foot and has a bigger volume than ours, let me know. I don't think there's one out there.
Okay,
Drop the mic.
I have one. I have never been on a 75 footer with a 24-foot beam.
Almost 24.
Yeah. I mean, it's giant. It is such a beamy boat. We've never been on a 90, 95, 100, 110. I mean, just to put it in perspective, you guys, the Horizon 110 that we have a tour of on our channel, if you haven't seen it, it's a 2-part tour. It's really cool. Well, after this, go check it out. Horizon 110 has a beam which is just a half a foot bigger than ours. And that is really crazy to me. 110 footer.
Yeah.
So that's my most probably impressive thing, besides having 7 heads on the 75 footer. Okay, I'm almost done here.
Victor Rico.
All right. Okay, that's a good question. Jason Jenkins. I don't know if it's too late, but my question is, how do you outrun the storm on a slow displacement boat? My dream is a Bering 120 on my 145, but I'm not sure how that works.
Well, that's easy.
Go ahead.
You don't. Of course. I mean, look, guys. First of all, if you do any long-range trip planning, a hurricane or a tropical storm of a big magnitude is not just going to pop up automatically, like spontaneously somewhere, and you don't know what's going on. So you do proper trip planning, weather planning, anyways. Now, being in the Caribbean, where you have small systems circling around all over the place, you're not going to outrun it. You're not going to outrun it. You don't have to, because you weather it. It's a full displacement. It's a heavy boat sitting deep in the water. So you don't have to outrun the boat because you're going to be comfortable even in big seas. And that's the difference between full displacement, semi-displacement, or planing holds, which are sitting more like a cork on top of the water. They're just lighter. They have to be in order to have the faster performance. But the full displacement boats, no problem. You just go right through.
But in all honesty, cruising at 9 to 11 knots if needed on our boat, that is still faster than most 50-foot
vessels.
Sailing catamarans that are cruising the world and are going away from the storms. You still have plenty notice. You still, unless it's a really small, like smaller systems coming in. So it's not really that different. You're still faster than those boats are. So you can definitely plan and you can get away from anything larger with no problem at all. You don't need to be that fast.
For sure.
Okay, and then let's take one more here. What kind of tender are you guys going to have? That's also Jason Jenkins. I suspect a brake is involved. Hi, Rico. But any others? Tow behind. Hi, Sukat.
Well, I mean, just quickly to the brick situation. Brick was manufactured in Ukraine. The manufacturer facilities are destroyed because of the war. So at the moment and until any foreseen future, there's not going to be any brick models anymore.
Very, very sad.
So that being said, brick is not going to be an option. What are we going to do?
I don't know. We are looking at some hydrofoil support cap potential.
Yes.
There's a possibility of maybe making something specifically for us. So
maybe like a brand new model which
maybe
doesn't exist
I don't
yet.
know. Yeah,
we
maybe.
don't know. Potentially.
So we're testing stuff out and we have a few different things we're thinking of, but we don't have a clear path yet. This is something we're going to figure out in the next couple of months.
Yes.
Okay, last question from our Patreon,
okay.
And then switching over to you guys. Carolyn Kemble, my partner and I would love to know what it would take to crew for you once your Bering is built. You want to crew for us?
Okay, send in your CVs.
Yeah, send in CVs. We are looking for a chef and a deckhand. All right.
I just quickly, because I just saw this here. It's
Okay.
like someone said displacement up to 17 knots would be good. Well, you can have a displacement which is 17 knots. You can even have a displacement which is 30 knots, but you would have to go really long, like an oil tanker or a freighter or a cruise ship. So a displacement speed is defined for each vessel by the length of the hull and the structure and the design of the hull shape as well. So
We get asked that a lot, and a lot of people say, like, can't you just put a stronger engines, bigger engines in and make your boat faster? No, that's not how that works. It is limited by the hull design and the hull length.
The hull length, yeah. So there's a hull speed, and that's what it is. Everything else, you're just wasting fuel and not getting really any performance.
Exactly.
Anyways, so just saw this.
Are you gonna be picking questions, or
no,
me? How are we gonna do this?
Yeah, you can use my phone. Pick the questions.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. So any questions you guys have, just put them in the comments right now. We're gonna try to go and answer as many as possible without
oh my God, it's fast.
spending the whole day with you guys.
All right, this is a very good question, and we will dive into it deeper. So don't give everything away. We will go in a separate video on this channel, but you can. It's a really good one. When you run on the battery power, how many days can you run with AC galley systems running? Are you using lithium phosphate batteries?
Well, how do I do this quick?
Well, it's not a secret, I think.
Okay, so cool. Just quickly, yes, we will have lithium batteries. We will have actually lithium batteries, I think, which are class approved, or the only ones which are class approved. So our boat is getting built to a RENA classification. We will have the house bank as large as possible. It's still a little bit in the air what that will be. We're still finalizing the electrical system drawings and plan for the boat. But the way it looks right now, with air condition running through the night, using galley, the regular boat equipments like water pumps, galley appliances, and so on, we will be able to run for sure through the entire night without running a generator. And hopefully
we'll show you how with the video explaining everything.
And once we have the final calculation, we can obviously go a little bit more into detail, see what our consumptions will be. Of course, a lot of people sometimes forget that thinking of a cruising catamaran, for example, where 2 people are on board, and you maybe have 2 air conditioning units you might be running, if that, and you're only cooking for 2 people. If you now translate this over into a charter boat, which we're going to be, where we have potentially 12 people on board, our consumption will obviously be a lot bigger. So we won't be able to run 4 days or 5 days or something without running generator. That's probably not going to happen. There might be a possibility with Victoria and I alone on the boat, in an area where we don't have to air condition the whole boat down.
All right, and we'll dive into it deeper.
Yeah.
Okay, Brad Nelson, microbubbles under the hull to reduce drag. What about Sharo? Still don't know how to say this. Toroidal propellers. I know I've seen a lot of questions about this Sharo propellers, and we don't see them made for a larger boat. So
as far as I've seen, they were only designed for outboards. I don't know if there are huge 5-blade, massive propellers for displacement yachts.
The large prop that you're swinging.
The large props we're swinging in the displacement world.
Yes, if there are, let us know. Definitely put us some links and stuff. Our stuff is ordered, but we're still very interested in that, in that technology and what that's about.
And once we get to this part, we will also talk about the props we have, the shaft we have, and all the details that come along with it.
My wife wants to know where Victoria gets her stripe outfits. So I always tag my outfits whenever possible in all the videos. Jokes aside, I really do. And all the Night of Styles videos, we go in descriptions. I try to tag my outfits. So if you're interested in what I'm wearing, just go check it out or message me on Instagram, and I'm trying to post there as well. Anybody's wondering where Rico is getting his clothes?
I'm getting my black t-shirts.
Yeah. Man, you guys are going so fast. Oh, I should have put a delay on this a little bigger. It's very hard. Why did you choose negative windows for the wheelhouse? Cliff Brown.
Well, that's a very easy question. Negative windows. First of all, I think it looks cool. The yacht looks more aggressive, and I wanted to match the angle of the bow. We wanted to match the angle of the bow.
Thank you.
So our negative windows are the same angle like the bow will be. But on the practical side, having negative windows where the roof extends further over gives you sun protection, keeps the wheelhouse cooler, less glare on your electronics, no sun on your electronics. At nighttime, it's less glare as well when you're navigating in the darkness. So negative windows on an Explorer yacht, I think, in my opinion, is a must.
I think so too. Okay, Patrick E. Thank you for your kind tip, Patrick. Thanks for NBBL on all your videos, using a ton of them on my HH44. Nice, you're building one like the winds.
Like
Catamaran with
Jason, yeah.
Eco Drive. My first new build is going on. Could be overwhelming. Awesome. Yes, and we will have even more NBBLs coming up. Sorry, we just kind of got sidetracked with stuff, but yes, we have lots, and I'm putting them all in shorts, so it's a little bit easier, and it also creates a nice compiled list of NBBL items.
Patrick, what's your whole number?
Yeah, let us know. David Buckman, one of our patrons, one of our oldest patrons, like one of the very first. Thank you for the tip.
Thank you very much,
David. We miss you. We can't wait to meet you whenever we make it to England. Okay.
Next question.
Why is Bering using pocket anchors and not latest plow anchors?
I don't know.
Good question.
Because it's cooler. Like no. I think, I mean, any serious boat, if you look into the super mega yacht world, they all have pocket anchors. It's all pocket anchors. Our anchors will be, oh boy, I hope I'm not saying something wrong right now, but I want to say 300 pounds each, plus the chain. So our anchors will already keep us in place without even digging into anything.
Yeah, those anchors, when we saw like the 77, you guys dropping anchor, one point being on the tender, they were doing it to record, looked incredible. Looked just crazy. It's like a real ship. Okay, there was a good one here. Oh my gosh, you guys are so fast, it keeps moving. Are you going to, where is that? I just saw it. Are you going to film your charters? Yes. So the future for this channel, obviously we'll go through a whole build, and then we will film behind the scenes of the charter. Hopefully we have some cool charter guests that will be
live, but also live on board.
Yeah, like our life on board,
dealing with all the equipment, maintaining the equipment. I mean, really like behind the scenes of owning and maintaining a boat plus the charter.
So we hope we'll have some cool charter guests that will allow us to also film some of that. And we're very interested in showing the real charter life without the extra edited drama, because I'm sure there's plenty of drama there.
You mean between the two of us?
Sure.
We're showing that?
Okay. Question: what do you attribute to your success? Inspiration or perspiration, or just your genetics to achieve success? Oh, I don't know. I think just living the American dream. Like we both just so grateful for the opportunities, and we just feel like we work really hard to get there, and maybe with a little bit of luck. Rico's the lucky one in the relationship. I'm sticking with him, but yeah, I have to work really hard for everything. But he has a little bit of a luck, I think, in his world. But it's definitely I feel like just putting a goal out there, saying what you want, and just taking step by step in the right direction is how it started. Just really wanting something and just really taking charge and going in that direction is all we've done.
And I think one huge thing is, no matter if you're on the phone, if you have a Zoom call, if you meet somebody in person, if you have a good energy, a good positive like aura around you, and a smile on your face, be friendly and nice, I think that already gets you into a lot of doors which might not be open if you're just always thinking like, oh, this could be better, and why does he have this and this and that, and just positive energy. Like I think that's a huge factor. Besides, I like to joke around all the time, anyways. It's fun. Life is too hard. Gotta have fun.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so fast. I have really hard time. Charter costs. Good question. People ask us a lot. We don't know yet. Obviously, there was a ballpark initially, but everything's changed since we've made this decision. The charter market has exploded.
Mhm.
Price has gone up, and so it's definitely. I think we're about maybe 5 months out from being able to define that market and
Yeah.
announce it. So we'll officially announce it, and we will say what the prices are. It's it's not a secret, but we just don't know 100% yet. It's really changing. We need to wait for this season to pass to see what the prices are.
And one thing we do know already, besides doing a traditional charter like everybody else is doing, where you charter the whole boat for a week, we were already talking about it. We want to put some charters together where we charter out the cabins individually.
Yeah, so this was a big thing for us. I mean, actually, I guess it was kind of my thing initially,
Mhm.
because we've done, I don't know if a lot of you know this, but we've done many charters in our maybe last 6 years,
Yeah.
putting together, just charters on our own, doing bareboat, and then just selling out different cabins or doing it to a group. So we felt like in the market of a luxury charter, especially in anything under 80 feet, is very, very hard to find that. There's a little bit of that in the catamaran, but there's nothing in the stable boat like this. So we would like to have that option and offer it. And a few times a year, we will have these sort of a group charter, which will have, we'll have 3 or 4 cabins, depending, that will charter out. So it would be, let's say, 3, max 4 couples.
Mhm.
And they get to, people that are like-minded, that don't have friends that want to go do that with them. And they also don't have the means to charter the whole boat, but they really want to do it. So they are able to afford a cabin, and we will try to do that. I think it's a great market for that. And it's something that we would like to do.
Agreed.
In order to people that really want to meet like-minded people as well, and maybe, become friends and be able to charter together.
Yep.
Wow. Somebody just send us a tip as well. And I keep losing the the really good stuff. Oh my God. Oh yes. Rick Donner. Rico decided on an onboard sound system yet? You guys wait.
Just had a couple of conference calls yesterday again about it.
I am so scared of that sound system.
Why would you be scared of it?
It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. He's nuts. His phone calls, I put headphones on and I just edit. I don't try not to get involved, because it's crazy.
It's absolutely justifiable.
Is it? Is
Yes.
it really?
Yes, 100%.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Dirk, do you have any cold weather destinations planned? Would love to see you two go to Iceland. Wow.
Iceland.
Iceland.
Actually, didn't even think about it.
That's cold.
But you know what? When we're already going up to New York, potentially, maybe a little.
That's not a side trip. Not at all.
For our range, it is.
Not at all. That is, yeah, I don't know about Iceland. We did mention Alaska, if you guys are coming in late to this. But yeah, it's definitely feeling like Alaska might be on a list of opportunities, and maybe by that point we're actually able to charter in U.S. waters, and maybe we can do also some charters up there for
Correct.
people who are interested. Okay, going
We
through
got the
it.
5 euros go.
Oh, I don't know.
You missed it.
I lost it. Yeah, somebody
Oh,
tipped
boy.
us, and look how fast it's
There's-
going. Oh,
there's-
that's Andre. Hey, Andre.
Thank you, Andre.
If I ever get to go on a charter with you, I'd sure be cool. I'll sure be cool. Suggestion for another video: charter provisioning your Bering, Earth, Heaven on Earth. Oh, wait, that's the name? I'm confused. Clarify. Thank you for the tip, Andre. It's also one of our patrons. Really appreciate it. Oh. Flora Ski, thanks for the tip as well. Really appreciate it. Message Rico, his business about a solution to prevent lines falling props when slowing while towing, that my dad in New Zealand invented. Hope you want to find out about it. Yes, we did see your message, and we do want to find out about it. I thought we sent you a message back. We haven't. We will. drop us an email one more time, just in case, to put it up in our mailbox. We're very interested in hearing more about it.
Correct.
Okay. Let's see. What else is here? Could you make a custom charter route if customer requests?
Well, it depends.
It depends how custom.
Correct.
Sometimes it's funny, like we get charter requests, people go, can you charter from California to Bahamas?
No.
No. I kind of feel like going, if you open a map, that's a little
far.
That's a little far.
Custom in terms of in the region we are in. Yeah, I think
it's
no
possible.
problem.
Yeah, it just depends on our schedule
But
and
look,
what that looks like.
If we're planning a whole season, like the first season in the Bahamas, we will not go down to to the southern Caribbean for one charter.
Exactly.
That would be unreasonable.
Exactly. What it's like owning a yacht? Well, that's a big question.
It gets good and bad days.
Yeah, good and bad days, just like owning anything else, really. Are there, Jerry Barrett, are there any new vessels like yours available for sale? And will you have a hot tub on the boat, your new vessel? When are your charters, did say cheaters, but I'm thinking it's charters, available? Thanks, Jerry.
Well, hot tub, we thought about it. We could have had one. We decided against it. But that being said, we have a place in Nevada, and we have an inflatable hot tub there, so we can always have that on the back deck, I guess.
We've talked about it, and we kind of thought there's constant bit of horror stories with those. I just feel like there's something leaking, there's something not working. It also becomes like it's too hot or too cold, all the temperature stuff. And it just felt like if we really wanted to do it, we could really literally have a blow-up hot tub, and those are getting better and better. So by the time we get our boat, they're going to get even better. Just have a good quality one we could store away, and if we really wanted to, use that. I don't think we'll really use it in the Caribbean so much.
No.
So if we do it, enter into some colder waters, and it's also something that could be somewhat retrofitted if somebody really wanted it after us.
Oh, for sure.
But we just decided against it. There were other things we wanted more, and financially, it was just. We didn't feel like it was that important.
Well, also, if you think about it, like on the 75-footer, having the possibility for 8 guests and 4 staterooms plus 4 crew, I even think that is almost unheard of.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Usually in that size range, you have 2, maybe 3 people crew, but we have space for 4, which is pretty amazing.
3 Nomadic Duo sent us a tip. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You.
No question, nothing? Come on. When you guys send us tips, at least put a question in so we can read it. It makes it a lot easier because, it pops up here. So it's like, I actually able to find it, but look at this. This is very hard. Cabin chart is a very good idea as you have audience via YouTube. Agreed. That's what we think. Are you going to say how much would be the final cost of your boat? No.
Do we have what? Sorry.
Are we going to say how much is going to be the final cost of your boat? No. I mean, we like we mentioned, we do have a marketing discount. We do have NDAs, and we do have, obviously certain things we signed and agreed upon that number will not be officially released. I hope you guys are okay respecting our privacy as well. And we will, obviously, we told you what the pricing was when we bought the boat. And we could include options, which I think stuff that we added on top. That's something we can talk about, and we can do a video down the line just to see how much sort of over that original budget did we end up being with some extra stuff that, we ended up ordering.
Even though most of the equipment and outfittings are included already anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing that people don't understand about the Berings, which was very attractive to us, is there's so many things as standard, and having conversations with other people, ordering other trawler style expedition yachts, even the electronics are not included. So that's something.
Yeah. By the time you're done with your options, which you technically need as a standard to actually use the boat properly, you're ending up with another $1.5 million on top. which is pretty crazy actually to me.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, okay. Well, delivery date we mentioned. We did say we're about to charter. Okay. Someone's spamming. I guess I'm gonna try to block this person, you guys. Sorry. Thank you.
Spamming?
Somebody named Nancy is spamming. Please stop spamming or you will be blocked. So do you need a diesel mechanic for the trip from Med to the Caribbean? Are you answering that?
Oh, well, that's going to be me.
Someone is offering themselves.
Yeah. And it's still not 100% sure if we're going to go over on its own hole or not, right? Depending a little bit on the timing.
Yeah, we are obviously planning to do that.
Yeah.
But it will all depend on the timing. And we will be at least at one of the Florida boat shows. So it just all will depend on that timing, when we're ready to come over, when we shake everything out that needs to be on the new boat. So stuff like that. I think that's, it's just, we don't know yet.
I mean, after splashing in the first couple of months, we're going to stay close to the shipyard and just do a couple of sea trial trips, right?
Mm-hmm.
To shake the boat out properly, and then being able to be close to the shipyard, having things addressed, and then make sure that she's as good as possible before we do a long journey.
Exactly. Oh, Three Nomadic Duo did answer some questions. Are you planning on adding cable cutters to your props?
That is a question I need to ask the shipyard, because we have skags which are extending almost all the way aft.
That video is coming, by the way.
That video is
you'll
coming.
see it in the video as well.
So we have the top of the not the top, the bottom of the hull, and then you have the rudder connecting the bottom of the hull to the skag, and the prop is sitting right in front of that. So our prop shaft is only looking about this much out. It's actually only this much exposed between the exit from the hull, from the skag to the prop. So
the reason I don't see it on yours, because it's you're on your own channel and I cannot pause. So go ahead, continue. That's why I'm having a hard time with it.
So I don't know if we have space for rope cutters in that little space. If it's necessary, since we have the skag actually protecting it anyways, and will deflect anything coming from the bow underneath. But I will find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find another question. Seeing you had a dog in the past, are you accepting guests with dogs on board? We might have a dog again. So that will probably, not yet, but once we have a boat, we might get another dog. So we will see, because it will all depend. Having two dogs on board become difficult.
Mm-hmm.
We're not against it. It will just depend on a dog, but it's kind of hard, because it's like having a dog in somebody else's house. Sometimes they're comfortable, sometimes they're not, and you can't really drop them off. They can't just walk outside.
It's going to be difficult.
So it makes it difficult on the charter. And if we have another dog, we also have to see how that works. I would say TBD.
Mm-hmm. I just saw a question in my chat here. Same chat,
Same
but different.
If you can find things in this madness, go ahead.
Someone was asking me what if we're gonna have toys.
Oh yeah, that's the same question I'm reading.
Yeah, right.
I look right there.
Yeah, that's what I say too. That's what I said back in school too. Even though I had no idea.
Go ahead.
Anyways, yes, of course we're gonna have toys. It will be obviously in a full or multiple episodes on the channel. So we're gonna have inflatable toys for behind the boat. We're gonna have sea bobs, we're gonna have water toys, we're gonna have stand-up paddle boards. I want to get these snooper setups.
Yeah.
Especially in the Bahamas, where it's very shallow. I mean, you don't have the huge, deep diving equipment. It's not necessary.
I mean, of course you can, but
there's some reefs, of course, where it's kind of cool. But a lot of people do free diving anyways. But having the ability to just have a snooper setup, which is kind of like a mixture between scuba diving and snorkeling, where you just can go a little bit deeper and don't have the stress to hold your breath or be an experienced freediver, I think that would be a cool thing to have as well with the clear waters in the Bahamas, at least where we start.
Yep. MT, thank you for the tip. And also your question is, what is your favorite sailing catamaran make and model?
Sailing catamaran.
Well, I mean, I personally, it just depends. If you're going to go cruising, it's maybe one type of boat. And if you're going to go chartering, it's a different type of boat. I'm a big fan of, for chartering, as what we've done with a lot of catamarans, I'm a big fan of the Bali 5.4, just because it's a really great charter platform. You're not going far, you're staying, you're spending a week somewhere in the similar area. It's got lots of bells and whistles to make it a super comfy what I was going to say, super comfy charter cat. It's got forward door. It's got this cool garage thing. So we have a video of it on the channel if you're interested. And that vessel is built on a katana hull. So it's high freeboard, and we've sailed in a pretty rough seas on it.
It was handling it pretty well.
It was doing well for this type of production cat. So that's probably my favorite charter cat.
It's not as luxurious or like, interior wise as nice as a
let's say Sunreef,
as a motor yacht or Sunreef or some other of the
but
builders out there.
It sailed well for the being condo cat, and it's a good charter platform for a cruising chat. I keep saying chat, cruising cat. For a cruising cat, because I'm looking at the chat the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, it looks like a lot of the cruisers switching over to more performance-oriented catamaran. I'm
very curious how that's going to go. We don't have a lot of experience doing long-range cruising on the cat, so I'm not gonna speak on this. I'm very curious to see what everyone is saying with the performance cats, the comforts and things, how they're gonna feel once they'll have the boats. So I'm very interested.
Speed-wise, no question.
Yeah.
Yes, you get the better performance. You're making up more distance in a shorter period of time. The question for me is now, like, since it is being lighter or built out of carbon fiber potentially, every time I've been on a carbon fiber boat, you hear a lot more from the exterior. Every single small little wave hitting the boat, you're gonna hear it. So it's interesting. I mean, like
once we have an experience on some, we'll share it with you guys if something we found, but we just don't, we don't want to speak to something we don't have experience
and
with.
then with us, looking at our boat will be over 160 metric tons. That is, what is that? Almost 360,000 pounds or something.
I'm very bad at converting those two.
Yeah, and it's not exactly half. I mean, doubling. So it's whatever. It's a very heavy boat, and in the displacement world, like the more weight, the more comfort you have. And I kind of feel like the heavier even the sailboats, even if it's contrast to performance, but weight is always a little bit of a comfort.
Yeah, and if you're talking like, hey, your favorite sailing cat to go racing, that's a whole different conversation as well. So yeah, I don't know, but these are our personal experiences. We can only share what we personally feel and think. And once we get some experience on some of these performance-driven cruising cats, we will let you guys know what we think of it.
Yeah.
Joe Green, thank you for the tip as well. What is your all-time favorite place to anchor? Any memorable or funny stories you can share about it?
Favorite place to anchor?
There
are a couple of places.
Yeah, we have a couple places in the Exumas that we absolutely love.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't think we have any funny stories. It's sunsets are just most memorable every time.
Yeah.
It's just stunning, and just we love being away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like for us, the ultimate cruising, for some people, it's like go anchor, have lots of restaurants, have, different marinas.
Which could be fun too.
Which is also fun. But for us, what we really enjoy, at least so far, is this remote cruising. It's just being able to be all by yourself in Anchorage, no one around, having a beach all to yourself, or 5 or 6 beaches all to yourselves. We really enjoy that. So, but we're looking forward to really exploring the Caribbean and seeing what else, even down we're gonna find. So I feel like Our ferry spots are in Zumas right now, but that might change.
Mhm.
Wow, you guys are really, thank you for all these tips. It makes it easy to answer questions, but it makes it also very difficult.
Thank you, Dawn.
Don Teman? I screwed it up, didn't I?
Tentum.
Tentum. Don Tenham. Okay, there we go. Excited for your charters. Would love to get on your list for the first few charters available. Thanks for all you do. Yes, reach out to us on via our website. Just the contact form, put it in there, and we'll direct you to our list. We already have a list. A lot of people are reaching out. We'll have that list, and we will do an email blast once we have the pricing and all that information. You will be the first to know. And yeah, just reach out via email. Appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
ETA on Splash again. That's spring of next year.
Did Sabella Memela, did most of the NBBL get used? A lot of it got used. But I'm kind of feeling like we should do a separate video about what did not make the list, because it almost makes kind of easier at this point because so many things are out there and you'll see them throughout the videos. But I think we'll do the the failed NBBL, which some of it was just a hard no, which was not easy for me to take, but it was like, hey, no, and for this and this reason. And a lot of it was very, very reasonable, like just addressing it being a really capable vessel, addressing it being safe, and just stuff like that, which they were just going, we're not feel this. And I had to agree. I said, okay, you're making a valid point. Why am I going to create something that's going to create issues down the line, even not even for us, maybe somebody else? Because the way Bering looks at boats, they look at what that boat's going to look like in 10 years. If we don't own it in 10 years, somebody else will. I certainly don't want to make something on that boat that they're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
So that was a driven factor. So some stuff did not make the list for sure. Considering the fact that the boat is made in Turkey, why not charter it for the first year in the Med?
That's a good question.
I think we're going to be really preoccupied shaking everything out.
Yeah.
And the last thing we want to make sure, and that's another thing which we will address deeper in the videos, is, it's not really going to be maybe so much a Bering addressing things, but it's all the separate systems, water maker, air conditioner, like all these different systems that we're going to have that could have issues on initially because it's a brand new boat. And I would hate to book a charter for someone and then having an issue of something not working, and there's people, paid money to charter. So I think we're going to focus on shaking everything out and making sure that the boat is performing really well until we're comfortably going to start booking those charters.
And also, I think like brand new boat, a cruising area, which we are not familiar with. I think anybody who's coming on board as a charter guest, if we are in the Bahamas where we're starting, which we are familiar with the cruising area, I think it's going to have a way better experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Agreed.
Just one quick, I saw, it's already gone, but there was someone named Dylan who said he just bought a 40-meter commercial vessel, is ripping the whole interior out, and guess converting it. Dylan, pop us just an email through the contact form on the Naughty Styles website, naughtystyles.com. He's asking for an interior designer, so maybe we can recommend somebody.
Okay, sounds good. Art H, Plucky is building an aluminum 50 performance cat right now and is showing how the numbers work along his top 15 boats in that category. Okay, interesting. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, checking it out.
Okay, let's try to go up. Victoria better start upgrading her captain's license. It's a conversation, definitely a conversation. There's quite a few other things we have to do to prep for the charter. And some
other licenses.
Yeah, I'm not sure I will have time. So we're talking about it. I might upgrade it a bit, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna upgrade it all the way. It's a conversation.
I'm gonna upgrade a license. No, not upgrading, but changing license.
You're gonna change license?
Not changing, starting a new one.
What are you talking about? I'm
starting a new license.
Well, go ahead. I don't know what you're talking about. What license?
Pilot license.
Oh, yeah. Any of you interested in watching this guy over here getting his pilot's license? Because he is obsessed I'm getting a seaplane.
Yeah.
Obsessed. That
Yeah.
is the next dream. He hasn't even gotten this dream yet. He's already got another dream. He feels like it would be a great combination to the charter in the
think
Caribbean.
It's perfect. It's like just meant to be.
How are you running with stabilizers? Yes, a lot of people for some reason thought that in our last videos we keep saying we don't have a gyro, so they think we don't have stabilizers. We don't have a gyro, but we will have stabilizers.
We got 4 fins. Yeah, we got 4 fin stabilization, which is also working at 0 speed, so at anchor as well.
Like your NBBL list, do you guys have a list of locations where you haven't been but want to go now that you have a boat to get you there? I think we've been so busy planning this boat, we haven't really focused on that.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's a cool idea, and if you guys have some really, maybe starting with Caribbean, some cool locations and things that you think maybe are not well known, please send it to us. Maybe we really start compiling that list and share it with everybody. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, cool spots in the world, cool anchorages, nice marinas. You know, I mean, anchoring is amazing. We love anchoring, but sometimes also good to get some marina recommendations, right?
Exactly. Please do. I'm still going. We've been on this for an hour, so why don't we do 5 more minutes? And if you guys are enjoying this, just put it in the comments when this video wraps up, and we'll just plan to do another live and try to answer some more questions. I didn't think it's going to be so many, so I feel like we were not well prepared, but we also haven't done a live in a while.
There are a lot of comments about anti-piracy weapons and defense and safety and security and so on. So we will have security on the boat, but of course we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah. Yes.
That would kind of defeat the purpose.
Exactly. Oh wait, there's more. There's more stuff. Oh, hi Andre. Thanks again, Andre. No, please, not the A5. Love you both. Did you get the 2 C-bobs? We will have C-bobs.
Yes.
That is happening, and I think Rico wants like a bigger plane.
Yeah, I mean, A5 was amazing.
It was
fun little plane, no question. It's just it is only a 2-seater with very little luggage reserve left after 2 people are on the plane, especially me after going to Italy and eating a lot of pasta. So it will have to be a little bit of a bigger plane, a 4 or 6-seater.
Christy, thanks for the tip. Shake it like a Polaroid picture, shake it. I'm guessing you want Rico to shake something? Go ahead.
No,
shake something.
I don't think so.
I'm certainly not shaking anything.
I don't.
Definitely not for $10. Okay.
Thank you for it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Let's see. And yes, we do not have OnlyFans. Stop asking that. There is no OnlyFans. But if you want Rico to start OnlyFans, he's considering it.
But what am I going to do there?
Whatever you want. I don't care. As long as it helps us pay for the Bering, you can have OnlyFans.
All right. All right.
Okay. You should buy a parrot instead of a dog.
A parrot?
Yeah, like a pirate. Oh, I'm sorry, Carson Street. Thank you for the tip. It just got pushed. Sea axe, pronounced sea axe, is an old English word for an Anglo-Saxon short sword. Thought it would make a good yacht name. It is a cool yacht name.
Actually, yeah.
Sounds manly though, like a manly. Like I feel like it's a good name for like a damen.
Like a damen support vessel. Yeah.
I feel like she's like a
I
voluptuous.
thought there is a sea axe, but I think it's might be differently.
I think it's
differently.
spelled different. Yeah. But I feel like she's more of like a very voluptuous, strong woman. That's how I see our boat, but I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you guys think? Our boat, where will it be flagged? Still conversation, but most likely will be a U.S. flag.
Most likely U.S. flag, yeah.
Yeah. Where you are currently in the build process. We're definitely a few months behind on this channel. Now we're ramping up weekly. We're actually about to enter the stage that you guys are going to start actually seeing the build more and what it's coming to be. So yeah, I would say we're probably like 5 months behind, maybe 6 months behind on our channel. So yeah, but now it's going to happen quickly. So definitely keep checking every week.
Outtakes for the boat name.
Outtakes, yeah.
Somebody wrote.
Ask Alexi for full tank of gas on delivery. Yeah, right. You'd think. Okay, let's do 3 more.
Oh, you know what? This is really funny.
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
so I just got a text message from an interior designer saying, like, if you need an interior designer. Actually, from our interior designer. Oh, this is amazing.
That's really amazing.
Thanks for being in the live chat.
So our interior designer, which is now officially is an award-winning interior designer,
yeah.
which we will introduce to you guys really soon.
Very, very soon.
In the next couple of videos, is in the live chat, which is awesome. Yeah, I feel like we got super lucky. Just feeling really, really lucky. Will you fit Starlink? Yeah, so this is obviously a conversation. There's a lot happening with that. A lot of people are using RV Starlinks on their boats right now. That's going to end probably real soon. They're starting to kind of like they're starting to say, oh, you're not in the right location, you're not this, so that's not going to happen.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm asking around so much, and I'm looking at the other super yachts which are getting launched right now and are about to getting launched. A lot are kind of like in a holding pattern, debating if they should put the traditional satellite communication systems on with the big domes. Same for the TV, or going the Starlink route, or even potentially looking at alternatives. So we're in a similar position. We're kind of like holding off a little bit to see where it's going. We still have a little bit of time to make the decision. I know we're going to go with a how's it called, like a 5G based, a SIM card based communication dome, just for near coastal and inland cruising. But for anything further away, ocean crossing and going far offshore, we're still not 100% sure what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Long answer.
Samuel Ridley. Thank you for the tip, Samuel. Getting your pilot license is fun and a great experience. Yeah, I don't know. Would you guys be interested in seeing some of that on the channel? We also have something really cool that is coming to this channel. We know a lot of you are car lovers, and we've had this project that been working on for a while, and it's a car refit. It's a really dear car, which was inherited by us, by someone super dear to us that's no longer with us. And we've poured some money into it, and really it's been a cool project. We could probably tell them what it is. Why not?
Yeah, and you're going to see the before and the after.
Go ahead, tell them what it is.
It's a Hammer H1 from 1996.
Yeah, so
and it just happened to be completed.
Yes, so we've recorded. It's not going to be a long series or anything. It's just maybe 2 videos or 1 video. I don't even know how long it's going to be, but we just recorded what it looked like before, and we've been just seeing photos and little videos since, and we're about to go pick it up in a week or so and record what it looks like. I don't know if that's interesting to you guys, but we thought that it
is interesting.
Yeah,
don't miss it.
There's also a pretty crazy sound system in that car, which I'm sure a lot of you will enjoy checking out.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. And in a typical Rico fashion. But yes, we will also announce our sound system on the boat very soon as well. That's all in the works. There's a lot of really cool videos coming to the channel. Okay. I will monitor the last 10 comments, put them in, and we'll pick 3 questions out of those, and we'll end this because I feel like an hour and 10 minutes is a long time to take away from everybody's Saturday. All right, go.
Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah, go.
Oh boy, now it's going to be like.
Would love to see your car rebuilt. Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
I can
here
show
we go.
you guys a picture of it.
Keep going. Alaska. Yes. Okay. Will you cut back on YouTube when the Bering is ready? No, that's not the plan. My plan is to hopefully have a bit more help with editing so we can refocus a little and continue. And Naughty Styles is staying and go, and we love doing that, so that will not change. We're actually trying to build even bring you guys some more interesting experience, more interesting vessels, and really like just show you different things out there. So that will be going. We will not be cutting back.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
By the way, this is the car.
Yeah.
Yay.
What is the displacement
Before
of
the transformation.
what is the displacement of the Hummer? Yeah, that's good.
It's a good question.
Oh my God, I love this.
It's heavy.
Bearing it all. Hold on, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this.
Bearing it all. I
Bearing
saw that.
it all. That's a great T-shirt. Candle boats, you'll get credit. Okay, we answered the sharp ropes. Okay, so 2 more. Pick one.
Not you pick. What was it? Rico's review on YouTube DJs? I did a review on YouTube.
No,
DJs?
they would like you to review other YouTube DJs and explain why it's good and not.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay, Robert. Sorry, I'm not seeing anything that.
There's a question. Yes, we have considered. I have considered acting as a new build consultant, and I've actually done it in the past. So if you are building a new vessel and you need help,
reach out. Same thing.
Reach out.
Send us an email via website. It gets filtered through, and it will go to Rico. So definitely reach out.
Correct, and we're also building out the team a little bit on that end as well.
Please take producer Michael back out on the water. So funny to watch. Actually, would really love that. I think it's time
We need to talk to him.
Yeah, to go back. We've been chatting about it and doing something together, maybe here in Florida. What would be the chartering times? Weekly charters. Yeah, it will be weekly charters. Obviously longer if people are interested, but yeah, we will focus on the weekly charters, no daily charters.
Yes, and the boat will have a DJ setup, of course.
How long will it take from signing the contract to handing over the yacht to you?
If you would buy one right now?
Yeah.
About 2 years.
Okay. And last question. Okay. Oh my God, there's so many.
That's an easy question. We can't let that count.
So many questions.
Okay, just pick one more.
Is it going to be trouble getting insurance on the new boat?
Yes. In general, I mean, okay.
It's interesting because we've been all anticipating it to be difficult, but it's actually talking to charter brokers. They're saying it is slowly going to change and get easier. Right now, it's still really hard. But by the time, like everyone that's getting their boat this year, it's still really difficult. There are a lot of different problems, but it seems like once we're getting our boat, it should be a bit easier.
Well, I mean, yes, you can, of course, you can get insurance, but also the requirements from insurance companies are they've gotten a little tighter. So you need to have more experience now if you want to get approved as an owner operator. You need to have a resume or a license or both, as well as that there are not that many underwriters right now out there after the hurricanes, after the big storms, especially the last one, which was on the Florida West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of insurance companies just went out of the market, and now I think it's going to take a moment until insurance companies are going back in, and that will ease up the whole situation, also lower the prices again.
Yep. And will you become a Bering agent in the States? You think we should?
What do you mean a Bering agent?
I don't know, but that's Eric asked us that question.
Well, if you need any help, I'm certainly here to help.
Yeah, reach out to us so we can help you in any way and share our experience. All right, I feel like this was good. What do you guys think? I hope we were able to answer at least some of the questions, and it just sounds like that we just should do another live in a few months, and maybe to celebrate our 100,000 subscribers. Maybe we can commit to that once we hit 100K on this channel.
Yeah.
We'll do another live. Help us share the channel.
Well, it's definitely really cool to actually getting some feedback in real time and seeing comments and questions, and I really like it. Makes me feel like this is a community, and this is pretty cool.
And it's amazing that so many of you are so interested, and it's such a huge portion of our life. It's really cool to us, and it is way more fun because we get to share. Honestly, It's way more fun.
100% agreed.
As crazy as it is, a lot of our friends are, obviously excited for us, but I don't think they understand what we're really doing. And it's amazing how many of you are actually understanding what we're doing way more than some of our friends. So that has been pretty amazing to be able to share with the people that really understand and care and understand what undertaking this is and what we
Or
really
just
doing.
interested in boats in general.
Having that kind of engagement, it's been really amazing. It's made this experience worth everything. So
Oh yeah.
thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the help and support. And if you are interested in seeing some more behind the scenes, consider joining Patreon. All like even the smallest tiers, like $5 a month. That one gives you access to everything.
Well, not just behind the scenes, we also made a conscious decision to wherever we go, wherever we travel, we will do Patreon meetups.
Yep.
Everywhere.
And it's becoming difficult when we do meetups for everyone because there's so many people and we feel like it's not a real quality time. And so we've decided this year we're really going to focus on doing our meetups with Patreon, which gives us a smaller groups and we really get to know everyone, help in any way we can. So please consider joining us if you are interested. If not, you will still get plenty of content here. We're not going anywhere. You don't have to join us there. And we're not gonna slow down in the videos. We will commit to doing our 4 videos a month.
Yep.
Although sometimes I feel like I need a week off.
People are still asking what color the boat will be.
We'll reveal the color soon.
Yeah, when?
I don't know. Whenever we're ready, we will reveal the color soon. Color was a hard decision, so we will reveal it soon.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for staying for an hour and 50 minutes with us. And we hope to see you soon. And also join us on Instagram because we post stuff every day and sort of a cool way to keep up and try to be really engaged there. So thank you
All
guys.
Right. Have a good rest of the weekend.
Bye. Ciao.
Till the next time.
Bye. Bye.
Awesome.
And